Here's a series of events and media appearances that lead up to WrestleMania. Just give us your thoughts on some of these. On February 21st, 1985, ABC comes in to do a 2020 expose on professional wrestling. John Stossel takes the hit from Dr. D when he says that he thinks it's fake.
I was sitting right there.
So take me there.
And I don't know if you've ever heard this before, but David said, "You can ask me anything you want. Don't ask me if wrestling's fake." And he said that 3 or 4 times, and Stossel said, "I won't. I won't ask it. Now, really, don't ask me if wrestling's fake." And the first question out of his mouth is wrestling fake? And David slapped the shit. And I don't blame David, because he lied right to David's face. You know, where I come from, you just don't do that.
What was the locker room reaction afterwards? Was it kind of like a, yeah, you know, you showed him?
Well, it cost David his job. So, you know, but that was David. You know, that was Dave.
You think it was all him, or was somebody in his ear?
No.
From above?
No, he told the man, "Don't ask me anything. Don't ask me if wrestling's fake." You know, where I come from, when he said, "No, I won't," and then he did it, you know.
So Bob Orton Jr. may have done the same thing if you were in those shoes.
Oh, I'd have probably snatched him and put him in a front face lock and cranked up on it until he went out.
Which?
Yeah, Dave was a lot easier than I would have been. Yeah.
So Stossel, you got off easy. You could have had him. In the spirit of putting pesky reporters in front face locks, Hulk Hogan appears on Richard Belzer's show called Hot Properties on March 28th, just before the event. And he asks him to, he doesn't ask anything about it being fake, but I think, if I recall, he says, "Could you put a hold on me? Can I see what a wrestling hold feels like?" Which is like, you know, can I put my head in the alligator's mouth? So Hogan puts him in the front face lock, cinches up. He falls to the floor, cracks his head, and bleeds, and a lawsuit ensues later on. But do you think Hogan was having a protecting the business moment, or you just think the guy was so massive that it was accidental?
You know, Hogan would be the guy to ask that question too, but I got a funny feeling that the guy maybe got a little cute with him, maybe.
And pissed him off.
Yeah, and he kind of put, you know, I don't think he wanted to do what he did, but he is so big and strong and massive. And the guy, you talk about a pencil neck geek.
Yeah.
There you go. I mean, the neck's not going to take a whole lot. What that does is that closes this vein, and it stretches this one closed. So you go out.
You can't get any blood to your head.
You don't get any blood to your brain. So but I think maybe it was a little bit more than he wanted to do, but I think he wanted him to feel it.
Right. Maybe not pass out, but at least respect the hold.
Right. I don't think he tried to do what he did, but I think he did want to show, hey, you know.
Right.
But then if you're in there with a guy like that who's not training and not working out, and you know, you don't realize that everybody can't take that stuff.
Right.
You know,
you're used to workers with necks.
We're around each other, and we're doing this all the time, and you get, you know, you just don't realize it. Geez, you know, this guy's going to pass him out, and he's going to go back. He went into the convulsions, and the head hit the floor.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun to watch.
And, you know, there's a sense of, like, what do you expect? If I ask Mike Tyson to hit me,
right,
what am I expecting is going to come out of this? Anyway, I never worked in the ring. I don't know if you can tell that, just from meeting me. March 30th, 1985. This is the night before the event, and Hogan and T host Saturday Night Live. This is I guess this was a Dick Ebersol thing, right? Because you're talking NBC.
Yeah, I
and,
remember meeting him. He's a really nice guy.
Well, he had a very big influence on the production. Of course, he would produce the rest Saturday Night's Main Event, but
Yeah. That's
he
right.
kind of changed Vince's level of production in a way. I mean, because shooting in Ag Hall or even like Poughkeepsie with the basic setup versus going to an arena, lighting the fans, and
Right.
so. Would he interact with you guys at all, Ebersol? When
I just talked to him one time where it was Nassau Coliseum, so it was probably the night I worked with Hogan.
the first Saturday Night's Main Event, yeah.
And we talked for a little bit, but not about anything like that. He was just a pretty good guy.
Well, he clearly saw the value in the product and trying to get that
yeah.
onto NBC.